then what are you complaining about? As some of the ulama say, they say at this time, the common man lives better than the kings of Persia and Rome back in the day. Because this disease is spreading. Not just what the Sheikh said. You see, people nowadays not even happy with that. Not even thanking Allah. And even if they say, oh, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, we know. But you start telling them, you say, look, you have a house, you have the best of furniture, you have a car, you have air conditioning, you have the internet, you have the best of phones, the best of computers, you have, you never sleep hungry, you always have food, and you are choosing today chicken, tomorrow vegetables, after tomorrow fish, meat. You have the fruit of winter at the time of summer, and the fruit of summer at the time of winter, and so on. Whatever you actually yearn for or want, you get. Subhanallah. And not just that, you have maids that help. For women, for example, they have maids that help them in the house, or somebody that they pay to come to the house and help them, and you go out and you have fun once a week, for example. And after all of this, they say, I can't bear this anymore. Bear what? Bear what? What is the harm that is upon you? Or they start complaining. They start complaining. To complain about what? What do you complain about? What? Your bed that is most comfortable? The weather that is always perfect at your house? Having food all the time, having fruits all the time, having water and the different types of beverages all the time, having internet, having a car, having everything you need? What is the harm that is upon you? We're talking about true harm. Have you experienced being cold without having anything to warm you? Not even a blanket? Have you suffered from the heat and having nothing to cool you with? Not even a fan? Have you suffered from hardship and having to walk so much or to exert a lot of effort just to get a piece of bread? Are you suffering from wounds in the way of Allah Azza wa Jalla and sicknesses? And what are you suffering from? Then what are you complaining about? As some of the ulama say, they say at this time, the common man lives better than the kings of Persia and Rome back in the day, than the Xerxes and Caesars of that time. And alhamdulillah, we have our wives, our children, our health, what are we complaining about? It's boring. I don't know, I'm depressed. And the Sheikh said it exactly. Look at the diseases that we have nowadays. And we want to add to what the Sheikh said, mental diseases as well, like depression and all of these type of stuff. Happening from what, ya? Overeating and over relaxation and over everything. And with all of this, ya ikhwa, what are we doing in seeking ilm? Say we don't have time. Al-Shaykh Al-Allama Salih Al-Fawzan, he said, I remember the time when we would be sweating, truly sweating in seeking ilm, because there were no air conditioning and there would be so many people in the masjid and they are sitting there and writing and sweating, ya ikhwa, sweating in seeking ilm and sitting with the mashayikh and the people of ilm, truly struggling in order to gain some knowledge. And look at them now. They are mountains of knowledge. And look at us. Air conditioning. We have the internet with Allah knows best how big a TV is. The TVs nowadays are cinemas, not TV. Extremely huge screen in front of you, and you have the internet, and the only thing you need to is to type the explanation of the book of Tawheed, type the explanation of Manhaj al-Salikin, type Umdat, just type it, and you will see explanations in front of you. And you see the mashayikh and the ulama or the students of knowledge or the fudala explaining and bringing the ilm of the mashayikh while you're sitting down having your beverage, tea or coffee, and you have the book in your hand and you have the pen in your hand and you can rewind what he said and you're writing down. And And with all of this, we say we have no time. Yani we are busy. I work 8 hours, and then I have to relax, and then I have to... Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Let's wake up, ya ikhwa. The message is, let's wake up. Let's thank Allah Azza wa Jal for these blessings that we have. These are not, I have what is common for everybody. What is common for everybody right now is luxurious. It's more than you need to live. You need food, clothing, and a shelter. By the end of the day, you drink water, you eat food, you have your shelter, you live by the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. Look at all the extras that you have. And you have your health, you have your family. This is all you need. Look at all the extras that we have nowadays. Wallahi, living like kings and queens. So for men, thank Allah Azza wa Jal and remember this. And for women, the same thing. Stop complaining. Wallahi, ya ikhwa, you're living like kings and queens. It is time that we man up and we toughen up. Naam.